Hi, folks. Welcome to the November 9th edition of the Daily Drive-By. Today, we're going to continue with our series on candidates for the Republican nomination of president. Like I told y'all when I started this series, I'm not picking and choosing who I like, who I don't like, and I'm not picking and choosing what order they're going in. I went by the poll results as of a week and a half ago, and we're going to stay in that order no matter how they change. I know y'all want me to get to Herman Cain with everything that's going on about him right now, but he's just not at the top of the list. I'm starting at the ones that were worst and going to the ones that are best, and he's toward the top of the list, which means he's toward the end of this series. This is the third. So far we've covered Huntsman and Rick Santorum, and today we're going to talk about Michele Bachmann. Now, if y'all have been watching this series, if you've noticed, this little old 5-minute thing I do every day, it's just not long enough to get into the weeds about details of policy and things like that. I'm pretty much ranking these folks on gut feeling about them. What kind of principles they have. Do they have principles? Do I think they'll stick by their principles? And for that reason, I'm going to knock Michele Bachmann way down, even though her stated positions are a lot like mine. She's got two issues that I have a problem with. Yes, she is chairman of the Tea Party caucus, and I consider myself to be a Tea Party thinking type person, even though I've never been to a Tea Party meeting in my life. But she's got two things going against her. First of all, before she got into government, or before she got into elected office, she was in government. Now, if you follow her much at all, you know that she's been a tax lawyer. Well, now, a tax lawyer might mean she was working for a big company that was trying to make a profit, but that's not the way it works. See, Michele Bachmann was a tax lawyer for a little old organization you might have heard of called the IRS. She's one of the people that went around trying to put you in jail when you screwed up on your taxes. She's one of the people that went around and took, and this is not an exaggeration, folks, I know this from personal experience. She's one of the people that would go around, and when you owed $6,000 in back taxes because your business partner had not been making the required deposits for employee taxes like he was supposed to, and then you buy him out before you know you're in trouble, and then 2 years later, the IRS discovers that there were some deposits that weren't made and notifies you on the $6,000 that you didn't know a thing about, and that they agree you didn't know anything about. That they looked at the way that the business had been set up and they made their decision accordingly, and they acknowledged that I was not responsible for that. But they turned that $6,000 into $29,000 with penalties and interest. You know, if you tried to charge penalties and interest like that, or if I tried to charge penalties and interest like that, we'd be in jail for a little thing called usury. It's called loan sharking. But she's the one that went around enforcing that kind of garbage. That's my first problem with her. I think she's just saying things to get elected when she says she's anti-government and anti-tax and thinks the government's oppressive. I think she's talking out of her rear end. Second thing, she does talk out of her rear end. She'll make a promise. She'll make you a promise just to get your vote, and she knows whether she can do it or not. I'll give you an example of that. I don't know if she believes the shit or if she's just that damn stupid, but she said, make me president and I'll have gas down to $2 a gallon. Well, Ms. Bachmann, I got news for you. As president, as king, you wouldn't have that kind of power. There's no damn way you can guarantee $2 a gallon gas, but you did in a campaign promise. Now, were you a liar or were you that stupid? Gas prices are pretty much based on oil prices, which are based on the world market, supply and demand, just like that capitalism that I love and that you say you love. The only way you could have gas under $2 a gallon is mandated government price controls. That's communistic, Michele. You make promises you can't keep that you know you can't keep. You'll lie to get a vote. I don't think you have any principles. Not that you'll stick by. I think you'll tell anybody anything to get a vote. And that's why I don't think Michele Bachmann should be president. I don't think Michele Bachmann should hold the position she does in the House of Representatives. I think the people that she represents, one way or the other, eventually are going to get screwed over because she doesn't believe in taking care of the people. Michele Bachmann believes in taking care of Michele Bachmann. So, that's it for today. Come back tomorrow. There will be another daily drive-by. It may not be on the candidates for president. It may be something else. But come back tomorrow. There will be a daily drive-by. The next time we do a candidate for president, the next one on the list is Ron Paul. Y'all going to find that one real interesting. So, two things that I always tell y'all at the end of the show is, first of all, every time you're in contact with a government official, every single time you're in contact with a government official, you make damn sure you tell them one thing. At the end of the conversation, make sure they understand. You just look them right in the eye. You get their attention. You look them right in the eye and you tell them, we don't work for you. You work for us. Y'all have a good day until tomorrow. And remember, y'all come back now. You hear?